my name is Pyraminx and I hope you all had a great holiday. I'm back with another closer look at skins. Don't forget to drop a comment on what you'd like to see next, and drop a like if you enjoyed it. Thanks. Let's get right into it. Gangplank is one of the older champions, and is also one of the first champions to ever receive 2 visual updates that add some fun stuff to his lore. Let's jump into these awesome skins, starting with the base skin. This skin is Gangplank after the attack by Misfortune. He's seen without his regular outfit and is heavily damaged from the incident. All of his weapons can be seen in the splash art, from the keg behind him to the orange he's crushing in his hand. He's actually wearing part of the Dead Man's plate. If I had to point out a reference in this splash, it'd probably be to John Silver from Treasure Planet. He also looks a lot more gritty in this splash art compared to most of them, and this came along at the same time as the Bilgewater event, an example of a great job Riot did bringing Gangplank back to life. Spooky Gangplank. This is a pretty self-explanatory splash art. He's of course referencing the Flying Dutchman, along with all the ships in the background is reference to the washed seas, where it's claimed to be haunted by the dead seamen. Now Sailor Gangplank. First thing everyone says is this screams Popeye, and yeah, I have to agree. I find it hard to look past the similarities here. Nevertheless, it's a pretty classic splash and holds on to that vibe. Minuteman Gangplank. Another example of a classic splash art. We see Gangplank on the right donning what seems to be a colonial Minuteman outfit of the American Revolution. He also shares his timeline with Misfortune in her Waterloo skin. Not much to say about this skin, but yet again it's another one of Gangplank's classic skins. Special Forces. Now we get to the meat of the skin lines. This is one of the best Gangplank skins, no doubt. Let's examine this deeper. Check the background figures. Looks like Misfortune, Caitlyn, and Talon. Perhaps? We still haven't gotten other Special Forces skin lines, so that's always an option for Riot. I see a few similarities to Che Guevara with the Bahrain facial hair. Also, I was told he resembles John Price from Call of Duty, but I don't see it that much. The skin was actually released to celebrate the Brazilian server launch too. This is probably one of Gangplank's better skins. Sultan Gangplank. This skin was to celebrate the Turkish server's first year anniversary. The skin is 100% referencing Hayreddin Barbarossa, who was an admiral of fleet in the Ottoman Empire. He also shares the skin line with Tryndamere. If you look carefully, you can still see the resemblance to more of the classic Gangplank skins. It doesn't feel as old, but it's still up there. Definitely one that could use a visual update. Captain Gangplank. This skin shows Gangplank as he was when he was known as the Reaver King, before the end of the Burning Tides event. It seems like originally he was inspired by Blackbeard the Pirate as well. What I find so cool about this splash is the view. It's like we're seeing the view from somebody shackled as he's peeling an orange. It just has an intimidation factor to the splash. It just makes it pop more than the others, you know? He also shares his skin line with Misfortune, one of my favorite skins. Dreadnova Gangplank. This is my preferred Gangplank skin when I bring him to the mid lane. Beautiful effects and vibes. I get a Kano or a Cable vibe from this skin line. I'd say more Kano than the latter. One amazing thing most people didn't pick up was during his teaser video. If you looked carefully, you can see how much the skin was inspired by Star Wars when comparing it to this scene.
Good. Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.